So check this out. The title of today's message is It's on Me. It's on me. So when I'm talking about it's on me, I'm speaking of personal responsibility. And so I had a couple thoughts around personal responsibility. So you say, "Oh, dorky job. What is personal responsibility?" So I had a couple of thoughts around that. I'm gonna expand on that. So the first thing when we talk about personal responsibility, I think we have to look at and say there is no person or circumstance that controls my destiny, right? And so I think often sometimes, and I can take responsibility here and say that sometimes it's easier to just like blame circumstances, blame situations as to why things are not going the way that I would like to, or I'm not producing as I need to, right? So you say, "Oh, I'm too young. Oh, I didn't have time," or "Oh, this person made me do this," like blaming other people, blaming other circumstances. But ultimately, those things can't stop us. We're putting all of our energy on outside stuff, right? And so what that does is it makes us powerless because it's like we saying, "Well, they did this, so this is why I'm doing this." Like it's almost like we putting responsibility on an outside thing, like it's gonna jump in our body and do what we need to do for ourselves. Like it's almost like happiness. Sometimes we say, "Well, we make another person responsible for our happiness, but ultimately we're responsible for our happiness." So it's no outside situation or circumstance that that can stop us from our destiny. And then secondly, I think we have to take ownership of where we are. How have I created this? And that's really just saying that's really just us owning our contribution. When we look at where we are in our lives, if I'm dissatisfied, if I'm unhappy or if I am happy, I'm looking relationally, professionally, spiritually, all of that. I gotta look at how have I created this? How did I get here to this point? Um, I know in my past relationships, even in the past in general, I like to sit in the victim seat. And so when I sat in the victim seat, I wouldn't take responsibility. I blamed other people when ultimately I had to look at myself and say, well, you know what? I probably stayed too long. I didn't set healthy boundaries. Whatever it is. So look at how have you created your circumstances that you're in to this point. What's your contribution? And then lastly, we talked about the owning your contribution and then also looking at circumstances. But ultimately, I want to let you know that there is only one thing that can stop you from your destiny. And there's only one thing that can keep you from getting where you want to be. It's us. We have to take responsibility on. We are the only thing that can stop us. Regardless of the challenges, circumstances, all of that, it's on us. It is on us to create that. And so I want to tell you that you have something inside of you that there's no one on this planet possesses. Like you got it. I got it. Like we all have these different things that are meant for us to share with the world. And so it's our duty, our obligation, and responsibility to make that happen and show that to everyone. We can create it. And so I want to let you know, like, even if you feel stuck or you feel like you're not living in your purpose, like it's all possible, right? And so the only thing that can stop us is us. We're responsible for creating our life. We're responsible for living the type of life that we want to have. For us having the things that we want to do, having the things that we want to have in our life. To having a job or something that we're passionate about, and having adventure and all those things. That's on us. We have to own it. It's nobody else's responsibility to do that. It's on us. We are the only thing that can stop us. Like, how empowering is that to know that nothing outside of you can really stop you except for you? Because it's all about, as I always say, it's all about things are going to show up, but how are we going to respond to it? So, those are my tidbits, words of wisdom about personal responsibility. Own the fact that the only thing in this world that can stop you is you. No circumstances, no situation, no person, none of that. Your past, none of that. It cannot stop you. Only you can stop you. We are 100% responsible for creating the type of life that we want and achieving our goals and dreams. So please subscribe, please share, because guess what, baby? It's all love. But it's the Dorky Jock signing off, baby. And I'm out.